I'm Wendy, a performance coach for ambitious professionals navigating pressure, politics, and high-stakes decisions. This is the Calm Edge, where we think clearly, act deliberately, and remain composed when it matters most. And if you're looking for direct, strategic guidance tailored to your situation, you'll find it inside the Wendy Performance Coach app on the App Store. You're in a meeting. You present an idea. It's structured, thought through, clear. There's a pause. Then someone asks a question. Not hostile, not overtly critical, but pointed. And you feel it. A subtle shift in the room. A need to clarify. So you explain again. Then you justify the reasoning. Then you provide additional background. Then you anticipate objections. And before you realize it, you've been speaking for 3 minutes longer than necessary. You leave the meeting with a strange aftertaste. Not because your idea was weak, but because your authority felt diluted. Many capable female professionals recognize this pattern, not because they lack competence, not because they lack confidence, but because they are navigating environments where scrutiny is uneven and margin for error feels narrower. Over-explaining becomes a form of self-protection, but strategically, it has consequences. What is actually happening here? Over-explaining is rarely about clarity. It is about perceived threat. When a question feels like doubt, the nervous system registers evaluation risk. The brain shifts into a subtle defensive posture. And when you've operated in environments where your competence has been questioned more frequently than your peers, the threshold for perceived threat lowers. So the instinct becomes, provide more proof, more reasoning, more justification, more evidence. Psychologically, this is known as anticipatory defense. You attempt to neutralize potential criticism before it forms. The issue is not the content, it is the signal. When you over-explain, you unintentionally communicate uncertainty, even if you are certain. Authority is often inferred not from how much you say, but from how little you need to say. There is another layer. In biased environments, women are often socialized, explicitly or implicitly, to be agreeable, thorough, and accommodating. When challenged, the impulse is to ensure everyone feels comfortable. But authority is not built through comfort management. It is built through clarity and restraint. The moment explanation becomes excessive, positioning shifts. You move from presenting a proposal to defending a thesis. And that subtle shift changes how others perceive leverage. Here is the reframe. A question is not an attack. It is a signal of engagement. And engagement does not require overcompensation. Instead of asking, how do I prove this further? Ask, what is the minimum required response to maintain clarity and positioning? Strategic professionals understand something important. Not every doubt needs to be dissolved immediately. Silence is not weakness. Brevity is not avoidance. Composure under scrutiny is a status signal. When you respond concisely, you demonstrate belief in your own thinking. When you pause after answering, instead of filling the space, you allow others to carry cognitive load. That changes the dynamic. You remain positioned as the one who introduced the idea. You are not seeking validation. You are presenting perspective. Another important distinction. There is a difference between clarification and justification. Clarification strengthens your position. Justification weakens it. Clarification sounds like, the projected cost reduction is based on Q3 data and a 12-month implementation window. Justification sounds like, I just want to make sure everyone understands the assumptions because I know last time there were concerns and I've tried to factor those in. One is controlled. The other is reactive. Strategic, calm authority lives in the first. Today's calm move is simple. When asked a challenging or pointed question, respond once, clearly, and then stop. Answer in 1 to 2 sentences, then pause. Do not fill the silence. Do not add qualifiers. Do not soften your conclusion. Let the room process. If further clarification is required, it will be requested. If it is not requested, your original answer was sufficient. This deliberate restraint retrains your nervous system. It teaches your brain that scrutiny is survivable. It teaches the room that you are comfortable holding your position. Over time, that changes how often you are questioned and how those questions are delivered. Composure is not about speaking more. It is about choosing when not to. This has been the calm edge. When pressure rises, composure is a decision. For deeper, situation-specific guidance, the Wendy Performance Coach app is available on the App Store. Until next time, stay steady.